ahead.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I hope you enjoyed that weird face thing that I was just playing with there. I just recorded there because to me it was entertaining, so I figured I'd share it with the rest of you, just like we hope that you do with us. Share us with the world. Hope everyone's had a great day so far. It is Thursday, which is Gay Thursday, and Canada Day Eve.
Right.
So hope everyone's having a great day so far. And you know what? We're glad that you decided to come sit with us and join us for the ride. That is shit. I'm just kidding. Sounds like a dirty ride. So dirty.
It is. Just like the ride that Tamara Lich is getting from the federal government.
That's
all right. You know what? Okay. Before we get into that and anything else, of course, we are here Monday to Friday. We're here 6 days a week, 322 days a year. 7 a.m. We're on YouTube. We're on Rumble. We're on Spotify. So, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. If you like it, leave a like. And we love to hear your comments. We want to hear other people's opinions with regards to this, because what we're talking about is pretty spicy. It's a little, how they say. I don't know.
It's a spicy
How do they say? I'm offended by you saying that.
I don't care.
Don't ever disrespect my WAP heritage ever again.
Excuse me. I have Italian written on my wrist here, so that means I'm part Italian. So suck it.
See, that's what happens when you get fucked by an Italian. Just become it.
You're right. I have Italian in me, occasionally. That face.
All right, so let's just get into this first story here. So, for any of you who don't know, Tamara Lich, the scourge of Canada, the most vile, most horrendous person in all of Canada, right up there with, with mass murderers in Nova Scotia, with
rapists,
with beheaders of Greyhound buses. She's a
naughty girl.
Maybe should have Roe v. Wade that, huh? All right. So for anyone that doesn't know, she's being arrested again. A Canada-wide warrant was issued for her. We'll get into to why. So this was just the first article. So let's just get right into this. So from the Toronto Sun, and it's titled, "So Tamara Lich was nabbed for breach of bail while repeat offenders using revolver door of the court system." So Lich was arrested again on Monday in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and is expected to be transported to Ottawa within the next week for violating her bail conditions. What were those conditions? No, really, what were her conditions? Oh, what did she do? What was her? Oh, she can't meet with other people that or be associated with anything from the Freedom Convoy. So she's not even allowed to exercise freedom. That's how much.
That's a huge population in Canada of people who supported the Freedom Convoy.
That is how bad. That's how bad she messed up. That even freedom itself, she's barred from freedom.
No freedom for you, biatch.
Oh my God, they had Canadian flags. Even be associated with Canada. Tamara, get out. You got to walk, run. You can't fly because I assume you're not vaccinated. You know how the government feels about the unclean masses. So, sorry. Get to, maybe if you were a foreign immigrant, maybe they'd let you in, but sorry, you got to get out. You got to go. Can't have any of that. Can't have independent thought here. If there was independent thought, sister,
Honestly, I'm still waiting for the day that Monsieur Castro is going to come knocking on our door. Not like he would do it himself, though. He'd hide somewhere and then send someone to knock on the door.
No, right. No, you'd have one of his jackboot fucking goons come and do it.
Oh God, if it's Krista, I'm out.
I heard Oh no, she wouldn't either. No, she's a Nazi sympathizer. So you know how they are. Germans, I know how you people are. You're just waiting for the day. You 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 will tell the rest of the world white is right. I know how you Germans are. Your Wiener Schnitzel and
Fichty.
all your I don't know what you just said.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Das
you're not
ist nicht
German.
gut.
You know what?
No, but my best
Oppressors
friend
got
is,
to oppress.
bitch.
I don't, well, maybe. Anyways. All right, but so she was. So think about this. Like seriously. So during the Freedom Convoy, no terrorism charges laid. No destruction of property. No nothing. No actual violent crimes are taken. Anything that was, it was quickly dismissed. The only thing that was violent that happened outside of the Ottawa police, but they're just a bunch of brave men and women anyway. So
Knocking down old people in their walkers. Good for you.
yeah,
I'm so proud.
Strong,
so strong.
brave.
Yeah, my knight in shining armor.
Yeah, with sticks. That's how strong. We have to use sticks because our shitty government can't afford anything. But so she was arrested. So on February 17th, so she was arrested and charged with mischief, obstructing police, counseling others to commit mischief, and intimidation. This old lady is intimidating. So the only charge that actually stuck was counseling others to commit mischief. And how did she do that? Huh? I hear you doth proclaim, but how? How could she be counseling others? Because she said, hold the line.
Seriously.
This vile Métis woman, grandmother.
Okay, hold on. So she wasn't standing there with a gun and like a Nazi flag and like threatening people and telling people to burn down the parliament or something. She was literally just encouraging people to peacefully protest and to stay strong and to hold the line. That bitch.
No,
what?
No, but those were Justin Trudeau's people that were actually carrying the swastikas, the Confederate flag, all that type of stuff. Like, does anyone remember Justin Trudeau's personal photographer just happened to be in the right places following a person with a Nazi flag? And I said at the start, where flags end up on Parliament, almost like how the Nazi freaking how they had done it. How they draped their flags all over the but anyways. And the only people that actually committed violent crimes, like I said, outside of the police, were two people that I have strong suspicions were part of that Antifa, the tolerant group.
Not part of the Freedom Convoy.
No, that were actually the ones that taped the door shut and tried to burn it down, but it's Antifa. They can't do anything. Like they can't make a fire.
Good old black bloc. Yeah.
Yeah. So without downplaying the impact of the Freedom Convoy and residents in Ottawa, the honking, the phantom honking.
Oh my God! Stop the madness.
Honk, honk, ah, honk. Ah. Those are hardly charges that would normally see this kind of reaction by police and prosecutors. Lich has no prior criminal record, has not been convicted of the charges she now faces. Yet, depending who you listen to, so police have either arrested her for being critical of the government. Yeah. In fact, I had someone on Twitter saying that very thing, that she's a terrorist, that they were trying to overthrow the government. Like, shut up. Not a chance.
No.
Or for being photographed at an event in Toronto with another convoy organizer. Which one? Criticizing the government, which is a charter right, or a photo?
I'm going to guess it is actually the photo, but they can't say it's the photo, so they have to. Well, no. She was being critical against the government. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She didn't stick with her bail thing because she was with other those people.
Yeah, the
She was
unwashed.
mingling.
Yeah. So at this point, forgive me for laughing. If we had a justice system in Canada that picked up everyone who broke bail conditions, then I might be prone to saying that as a law and order kind of guy, I could support Lich being detained. I agree. I totally agree. And I've held this position, and the more and more I look into this stuff, and the more and more actually I become solidified in this just a basic thought. It's not that there's laws. It's whether the laws are being applied equally.
Yeah.
And that is something that no, they absolutely are not. Even the most vile among us are being released on like murderers, sexual assaulters, you know, the most disgusting people that, to be fair, should be put beneath the fucking prison,
Right.
should have their balls chopped off and stuffed into their eye sockets. But no, let's reform convicted multiple time murderers, sexual assaulters, kidnappers.
They don't reform them. There is no reforming. It's just, okay, well, so they set somebody out that they know is high risk to reoffend. They know they're going to do it. So it's a betting game. It's literally just a game. It's like, oh, how long do you think he's going to be free for before we see him again? I'm going to take 2 weeks. Anybody else got less than? Anyone else got more? Let's put some money on this shit. Like that's all that it is. Like, because you know it's going to happen again. So they're willingly letting people out, knowing they're going to reoffend again. Somebody else is going to die or somebody else is going to get hurt, but that's okay. But nay, you keep behind bars somebody who says, hold the line. And who just really wanted the freedom of choice of what they put in their body. Like, that's just so wrong.
No, you know what? Women, you are 100% capable of choosing, as David Lametti said, that we support a woman's right to choose. It is in the Charter rights. Unless you can kill babies, you can choose that. But if it's a vaccine that is actually shown to have, or sorry, I misspoke. I meant a flu shot. No, sorry. It is what's politically convenient. That's really it. But so let's look at who is she sharing the ranks of in Canada? Because she must be to issue a Canada-wide warrant.
Oh, she's got to be dangerous AF.
Oh shit! Look at it. Authorities offer $50,000 reward for a Quebec murder suspect wanted on a Canada-wide warrant. Canada-wide warrant issued for a first-degree murder charge have been issued. Boris ranks 6th on Canada's most wanted list. Toronto. Oh, here's another one. Toronto police say a Canada-wide warrant has been issued for a man wanted in a homicide investigation after a 28-year-old was fatally shot last Wednesday evening in North York. These are some of the. This is who Tamara Lich shares her. This is her company. There's another one. A Canada-wide warrant issued for a man suspected of sex trafficking a 12-year-old girl. In a news release Thursday, the Alberta Law Enforcement Response Team, Human Trafficking and Counter-Exploitation Unit said the suspect is known to travel between Edmonton, Calgary, and Fort Mac, Vancouver, Kelowna, and the BC Lower Mainland.
Well, that narrows it down. He sticks to this to like from one end of Canada to the other end, so...
Well, it's not one end of Canada to the other. It's just
I thought you said Toronto. Sorry. I misspoke there. Whatever. So he sticks to the west. What? Yeah.
All right. Here's another. So you're seeing that this is who you would, when you hear a Canada-wide warrant has been issued for a murderer. Those two kids. What was that from? Where were those two kids from?
Killed the people in Alaska. They went up to Alaska and then they were on the run.
Was it Alaska? Mm-hmm. I don't know, but they end up finding them by Thompson, Manitoba. Yeah. There was a Canada-wide warrant issued for them, and they were breaking into people's houses and all this crap.
Stealing vehicles. They killed some people.
Yeah. So that's who Tamara Lich is being, that is sharing those ranks with. Oh, so that's okay. Apparently, in Canadian society, if you speak out, we will harass you. We will make you look stupid. You criticize the impunity of dictator Trudeau, of Le Fuhrer. No, you have to be made an example of. But what did Canada do? Well, look, we had a serious and violent sex offender released from prison. You want to know for how long? I don't have. Oh, maybe I don't have it in here. So this two young men, was in prison. So the decision for the parolee board stated the condition of his release, issued November 24th, states that two young men has a criminal history that includes multiple sexual assaults, drug-related offenses, assault on a peace officer, and no significant breaks in his criminal behavior. So this is a guy that, he goes and molests a woman and goes back to the clink. And then he gets another parole and he's like, all right, okay, guys, you know what? You guys be good in there. Hey, you know what? You save a spot for me. I'll be back. I got some molesting to do.
Right, I got to get my jollies off.
Yeah. Yeah, hey. We're playing D&D, right? When I get back in there, hey, don't get too far in that campaign there. My rogue, my sexual assault rogue. And we know we're going to that brothel. Huh? But this guy was in prison for a year. In a year before he got parole.
That's insane. Well, no, then the next thing you're going to see is, Canada-wide warrant issued for Métis lady or whatever, who was the Freedom Convoy.
Well, they did.
It's so sad.
Yeah. Like, this is who they have more compassion that someone that, probably shares a lot of stuff with Justin Trudeau with sexually assaulting women.
Well, it's definitely going to be labeled in there that she violated her parole by attending a party. I mean, this woman, she is considered to be dangerous and armed with a Canadian flag and a horn.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, here's another one. So a judge releases growing number accused of violent crimes due to COVID-19. So criminals, if they're not butt fucking and raping each other in the showers. Oh, and you know what? As a quick aside, the gang dudes and all the gangsters that have your pants like below your ass, you're a faggot, right?
Maybe that's why we keep not getting, because you keep using that word.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That is literally, it was derived or created, came from jail, came from prisons and stuff like that. And men would wear their pants like that to announce to other inmates that they were available for,
Yeah, like, oh, you like getting railed in the ass. Oh man, you look super cool.
I'm gonna drop the soap later. See you there.
Not only am I gonna drop the soap, you don't even need to punch my teeth out for me to suck your dick.
No, I'll just be bending over there. Okay, see you soon.
Yeah.
But it's funny thing is when I had heard about that, like the history of wearing your pants lower and your boxer showing. Literally every time I see some thug now walking by, I'm like, I can't help but giggle to myself.
Yeah, be like, hey, I'll give you my number. You want to meet up later? What? I'm not gay. Oh, I don't like gays. Gays are fags are gay. Like, well,
yeah.
That ass seems to tell a different story, big boy.
Right.
But so okay,
bust
so
a cap in my ass later.
No, I'll bust a cap inside his ass.
That's what I said in my ass. Yeah.
Oh, as him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or as I shouldn't say him. Sorry, I know. I'm assuming their gender. I know most men actually commit violent crimes, but
I just left. Yeah, 100%. I just disappeared myself because you started talking like that. I'm out. Peace. I made my picture disappear.
Okay, but so. Okay, so the judge that felt it necessary to release prisoners said, given the size of our population, so my only assumption would be the size of Canada in relation to our population. This is currently a very low risk factor. We've released violent criminals from prison, but so that they wouldn't get COVID, even though they statistically would be completely fine. But old people in old age care homes that the government directly supports, or hold on. Are you wrong? Fund? They don't support them because they felt it necessary to kill about 85% of the old age population. That's where most of our deaths came from. So old people, yeah, get rid of them. You're useless. Oh, gangs or gangbangers and violent thugs, sexual assaults, human traffickers, child molester. Yeah, no, we'll let them. We'll release that.
I remember when that was happening. Like, this wasn't even just in Ontario that this happened. Like, this happened in Manitoba. It happened in Henley.
Oh, all over.
Stonewall. Yeah. So when this was happening, I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? I was getting like, because I get the notifications from the Winnipeg police. So anytime somebody gets released or whatever, especially if they're high risk of reoffending, like sex offenders, stuff like that, I get notified. Oh my God, my email was completely bogged. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So to me, it almost seems like
meet at the
government.
Gangbang. Sorry.
It's like government creates the problem and then says, because they know like most violent criminals are going to reoffend. And then they go, well, come to us. We have a problem, or we'll solve the problem for you. It's like, but you created the problem. It's like big pharma. The big thing with everyone says, big pharma doesn't create cures; it creates customers.
Yeah.
They put you on a set of pills to put you on a set of pills to put you on a set of pills. You don't want to cure the problem. It's just like smoking. You don't want to kill them immediately. You want a lifelong customer. You want to draw that out.
So true.
I don't know.
It's so disturbing when you think about it. It's so gross. Like, I don't know how you hear about so many things, like whether it had to do with like Pfizer and the vaccine, or if it had to do with other medications. Like, you wonder how these people sleep at night. Like, honestly, like, I don't know how people could have these jobs and know that they're knowingly killing people. Nestle, stuff like that. Like, and they're just, okay, I'll work there.
Well, because they're and people support them. Like, oh, they're a good company. Oh, they put a flag up. Oh, I like them again. Right. Slavery okay, and like the last episode, slavery okay. Abortion is okay too. Like, what? Like, we're so fucking backwards,
right?
And what, like, the one real question I have is, what's the point of our Supreme Court of Canada? They're supposed to judiciate, officiate, contemplate, masturbate over the Charter of Rights. Like, they should be like, oh my God, this is the most amazing document in the world. Oh my God, if only my woman was as sexy as this document was. You know what? Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would have sex with her more.
Probably.
No.
I know. I need to be really flat and have a lot of writing all over me. So hot.
Mm-hmm. I need you flat, like a post-transition teenager. Okay, that's what I need.
Okay, I'll get on that. I got a lot of roles to go through. So.
But are they not supposed to interpret, like, Brian Peckford is still alive. In fact, Brian Peckford is suing the government because of their violation of the Charter of Rights. The fucking guy that wrote the thing.
Oh, nay. It doesn't matter if he wrote the thing or not. If he goes against what Mr. Trudeau is saying, then it's going to be considered misinformation. Misinformation.
Taster.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know, Mr. Heckford, who are you? What'd you write it? Like, actually, yeah, I kind of helped. Like you see like the signatures at the bottom. Like, yeah, that. No.
Oh, you're
Shut
just
up.
changing it now. We all know what you meant when you originally wrote it, which is what we're doing. Now you're just trying to change things. No. Lock them up. Come on, guys. Get them.
Get him. Get out of here. Get out. Yeah. No. This ain't. This is liberal country, boy. What are you gonna grab a Subway sandwich and a fucking noose? Oh my god, that kind of reminded me. No, never mind. I'll leave it. Sorry, that was another jump cut because our internet died. No, but is there? Are they not supposed to? Like if a federal law or they're supposed to they're supposed to hold our charter as the highest regard. We have a thing called the Oakes test, which if a charter right is going to be violated, it has to meet such a high standard. So what's the point? What's the point of the Supreme Court of Canada? What's the point of a charter right? It should be a bill of suggestions at this point, because they just violate and change what they want, and they almost seem complicit. I don't know. I'm not obviously I'm not in the room with them, but you just so willy-nilly. The Emergency Act was just, oh, you know what? Yeah, sure, you know what? Pass it. Even though we completely fabricated everything.
I think
pass it.
I still maintain
violating.
He is just a spoiled, butthurt little child who somebody didn't agree with him. So now he has to act absolutely ridiculous. And, oh, look at me, I'm big and tough and I'm going to do the Emergencies Act and stuff like that, which is like so overkill. Like, it's just like, relax a little, okay? And it don't just to prove, hey, I'm the man. It's just so ridiculous.
He just signed another thing to send more money overseas. How about try and fix the 35 boil water advisory on reserves? It's weird how you can find money. You can find literally billions of dollars to send other places, but yet you still, you have 35 long-standing boil water advisories. Where's the priority? Again, and I truly do believe, like, Canada is not what Justin Trudeau. He is the minority. He is the overwhelming minority. His actual opinions, he is very much the minority, because he's a misogynist. He's actively racist. He's God, like everything that he says, misogynist, sexist, they're racist, the unscientific. Confession through projection, much?
A little bit, man.
Like it's very disingenuous, and it is nice to see like the Freedom Convoy was Canada. That was Canada at its best. Like, and I don't mean this as hyperbole. This is Canadians looking to a tyrant and saying, "You have no power. We will fight you." And I don't mean literally. Sorry, that's not. I don't mean for an insurrection. But we will fight you. We will fight you in the courts. We will fight you in the streets. We will protest you.
Calm down, we will protest. Oh,
I know. Oh God. Fucking big giant green cunt. What an idiot.
See. Yeah. What I don't understand is, like, okay, so you're talking about how he's sending all this money and stuff like that overseas, again, to help fund a war that's not ours. And yet I thought he was like an honorary headdress wearer. It's funny. You think that he'd be like right on top of trying to help the people in reserves and get them like better lives and get them out of there, give them their own land. You know what I mean? Like, but nay. Let's
Unfortunately,
all the guns that we're
seizing. You know why?
Do you think this is like a big thing? Do you think like they were planning this? The whole, they knew that there was going to be a war that broke out. So then they decided to start taking the guns away from the Canadian citizens and keeping them all in a vault. And then just like, hey, here you go. And giving them all to Ukraine.
Oh, maybe not to Ukraine, but they're trying to disarm the populace, because a disarmed populace, look at what they were able to do. And like, I'll say this, one thing I really commend the US on is they will fight their government.
If it comes to their
100%
their guns. Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to this. I don't even know who Halsey.
This
fucking idiot. Sure, whatever it is.
She's a singer.
This person. I assume it's a woman.
Yes, she is a woman and a singer. So, okay, so I was reading an article today on The Blaze, again, that she had given a pro-abortion speech during her Phoenix concert on Sunday. So somebody had recorded it. So we're just going to scooch over to the Twitterverse, and we're just going to have a little listen to what it is that she had to say.
With us protesting, petitioning our local legislators. You're a man in this audience right now, and you're sharing statistics on Instagram and infographics and saying,
speak up, bitch, open your wallet.
What you should do instead is you should be sharing stories about how you've benefited from abortion somehow.
Because everyone has, apparently.
Thank you!
The truth is that my heart breaks looking out into this audience because I see so many people.
Okay.
So many people who deserve to have incredible lives, who deserve the right to the health care that they need, who deserve the right to choose themselves in a situation where there is a choice. I'm looking at every single one of you. I don't want you.
Okay, I can't listen to this fucking idiot. She can't even string a sentence along, let alone actually try to put together a political statement. Okay.
Okay. So it will be listed in the description box for anybody who wants to watch the entire thing. So the funny thing is, through her speech, I guess she had said at one point, basically, like, anybody who doesn't see her side of things or doesn't agree with things to walk out the door. And during her concert, a lot of people did exactly just that. They walked out. So there was one girl who had made a post that had said the amount of people who just walked out of the Halsey concert after Nightmare when she spoke about abortion was sickening. Fight for what is right. And then, of course, like my body, my choice, all that other shit. And then Halsey had ended up replying to it by saying the downside of doing an outdoor venue is no door can hit them on the way out. So the thing is there was some people that had comments that I 100% agree with. There were some people who commented after she had made her comment on Twitter that had said, I would sit and listen to any political speech, right or left, when I get paid or when I pay, oh my God, to be entertained. Once the commentator wrote, we'll see and hear enough politics on TV, radio, and the internet. The same reason I stopped watching entertainment award shows. It's not entertainment, but you do you. And another person had wrote, how dare people be bombarded at work, home, media with activism, save up money to see their favorite singer on a break from your daily toil, only to show up for more lectures and then decide to walk out, stay and listen, to the pop star singer lecture you, or you're a bigot. Another user pointed out. And then the last one, if Halsey had an unfortunate fate of being aborted, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to give this speech or even be singing or have a career for that matter. So, I mean, there was obviously much more, but these are just some of them. But that's exactly it, is that you have too many people. You get bombarded with the politics of the world and all the other shit that goes on in the world on a daily basis. Whether you're at work, whether you're at home, it's on the TV, it's on the radio, da da da. Like you're literally exactly like that person said. You save up money to go see your favorite singer, and as soon as you get there, then right away you're bombarded with more politics again, because now they're starting to show their agenda. What?
But like her, like you could have her. And okay, and I want to make this clear. So you want to hear what's really, I find, like, it's just the hypocrisy in it. You know, when Roe v. Wade was I guess made, so to speak. You know, it was 9 men, right? Or sorry, it was seven men. 7 men did that. So is it men are only good if they agree with you and they're bad if they don't? Because if you want to say men don't have a choice, well, men literally did that.
Well, and if memory serves me correct, wasn't abortion originally, I guess, invented to population control minorities?
Oh, Margaret Sanger, she was an avowed eugenicist. Yep. That's been a quite known thing. And the mission statement of Planned Parenthood was, I can't remember, they used very specific wording, but it had something to the effect of limiting the Negro population, something to that effect. That was their intended purpose, was to actually population control.
Yeah, but they were trying to keep it hush hush, so then people didn't really know about it, know what her plan was, so she made it available for other people as well. However, the whole thought process behind it was, okay, they want minorities to settle down. They didn't want them to populate anymore, but the only way they could do that without it causing an uprising and people actually willing to do it is if they made it available for everybody. But her main purpose was literally a racist idea. Like that was what she was planning on doing. Like it was, or why it was invented, was due to racist thoughts.
Yeah, no, and so it's quite no, and unfortunately, I'm. It sucks because I should say it sucks. It's nice to see that people are now wearing their political opinion so out in the open. The Liberal Party, the Democrats, and you know what, to be fair, a lot of conservatives, Aaron O'Toole kind of looking at you, bucko. A lot of Republican members are actually quite racist.
Apparently.
Quite racist.
I'm quite surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. And so, you know what, sorry, I kind of got distracted. I just had to remind Justin Trudeau to not molest women because, you know, that's what he likes to do.
Oh my God.
I just had to tell him, so.
He needs that reminder from you.
Yeah, I just said, careful, you might molest her too. But so, like, you are seeing such a split happen where people are finding it with, what's the best way to say it? If they can't about it, they do it through a guise of that I am compassionate. You know, I need to tell a minority that, well, it's not your fault why you suck. It's because of everything else around you that has happened that is actually, you live in a world of oppression.
Yeah.
You're, you know, Black people, minorities, single moms. Well, you know what? You don't have any accountability because it's not your fault. You know, the reason why they bring this stuff up is because instead of actually solving the problem, what do? Oh, vote us in, give us more power, and we'll solve your problems for you.
Right.
Oh, is that? Give us more of your power, you know, the power that you elect us for, and we'll solve your problems. You are the cause of my problems.
All right. Well, and it's so funny because, like, with literally almost everything, they make an excuse for it. Like, oh, you're not fat because you stress eat or you eat too much shit. No, you're fat because of this. Oh, you're not white, or you know what? There's an issue. Oh, you're white because of this, and this is the problem. It's not your fault. Or, you know, you're poor because of this, or like you're gay because of this, or you know, like there's always something that they have to put in there to then in turn give somebody else an excuse for something. Do you know what I mean? Like they literally take accountability out of everything and give people excuses for doing what they're doing.
Yeah. So you just tell people, and not only just say, hey, you know what? It's not your fault. Say it's not your fault. And I think you stealing that. I think it's like the idea of being treated as a fool, as an idiot. You know, I've had conversation with some people, and you know how they say, well, you know, I think the government is just doing the best they can. I regret to inform you, they've never acted in Canada's best interest. They are not they aren't our rulers. This is why I will tell them to shut the fuck up. This is why I will say the things I say, because they are undeserving of respect. Because if they were actually a civil servant, I have tons of fucking respect for Thomas Clarence. Because he in any interview that I've seen with him, he's never said us and them. He has never said those words. He said us. Like people, citizens. I go and meet other civilians. I go and I rub elbows with all walks of life. Because I'm not above them.
Know,
like, did you see that thing with? Did you see that thing with Elmo? The fucking creepiness.
No. Elmo creeps.
So Elmo got his COVID shot.
Really?
Like, that's like some like Nazi propaganda shit.
Oh, 100%. Next thing you know, they're going to have a baby smoking next to him. Oh, right. That's not right anymore. You can't do that no more.
No. You'll have you're gonna have Grimace or some frickin', maybe you'll have like Snuffleupagus saying, "Hey, we're the result of the white patriarchy. Don't you hate white people? Huh? Shouldn't we kill white people?"
Oh, 100%. I can so see that. I so see that.
Hey.
I don't know. I think it's so sad that people, I don't know. They disguise it as they're trying to, oh, we're trying to help people. We're trying to do this. And you know what, like you mentioned with somebody, say who has a stealing problem. Okay. Instead of trying to teach them and being like, okay, you know what, like clearly something isn't going like wired right in there that you're thinking that this is okay. So I'm going to help give you some tools to stop this. You know, that you can practice and work on yourself. No, it's the reason they do this is because of this. Oh, it's because of that. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse. So then you're just like, oh, okay, so it's not his fault. And then they're going to keep going, or her fault or whatever. And then they're going to keep going on in life. Well, it's not my fault. It's because of this. You know, like they're constantly giving people excuses instead of trying to actually help people, which they really don't seem to be doing anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, and if you don't accept that everyone, you're a victim. Well, okay, then you're a terrible human being.
Yeah.
You have internalized, you have a bias, you're unbiased or biased or subconscious racism, or you have all this. Yeah. If there's one thing I love more in this world is keeping those minorities down. Got to keep the lights on top, even though I'm a minority technically. But
Right.
But the thing is, I don't even use the fact that I am a minority. Yeah, it's a joke, but I don't go around saying, "Oh, I'm Métis. Give me my land back. I'm Métis. Give me my, I if anything, it's, hey, give me that Listerine, you piece of shit. That's mine. That's our culture's drink of choice."
Oh, jeez.
Original Listerine. Don't give me any of that colored shit. I want the brown, the gold stuff. Give me that stuff.
I want to have some fun and have fresh smelling breath at the same time, bitches.
Yeah. Diabetes? Can I take 2? Please.
Type 2. I'll give you your syringe.
No, I want diabetes twice. I want 2 orders of diabetes. Give me my diabetes. That's what Aboriginals are. That's our culture. Give me my diabetes.
The sugar's so good.
It's I don't know, and again, just the argument of Tamara. I just had some stupid fuck because I said it. You would assume that how the Canadian government is treating Tamara Lich, that she's a terrorist. You could assume that Tamara Lich is some kind of terrorist if you've seen how Justin Trudeau and Jim, the hell do I call him? Hawk?
I don't know.
I don't know. And his goons treat citizens. Oh wait, you actually pay out criminally charged terrorists. And this dumb fuck, Jim Putin. Yeah, all right, troll. But I mean, she is a domestic terrorist. I said, is that
so? Exactly.
But so this is like, trust me, when I was trying to find information on her, that how she, the so-called freedom convoy, violence and all this type of stuff. And it's just, is that what she's charged with? She charged with terrorism? No, I'm sorry. I regret to inform you. But it's uninformed. Halsey or whatever this dumb bitch's name is. You know what? I wish we could go back to the days. Yeah, you know what? Not only is Roe v. Wade overturned in Canada, you know what we're going to in Canada? We're also going to repeal women's rights. So you can get the fuck back in the kitchen and start cooking dinner.
Damn it.
I want you pregnant in the fucking kitchen. And I'm going to slap the shit out of you until you accept it. Okay? That's where we're going.
You know what's actually kind of comical? She actually just had a kid too.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You still got 8 days, huh? Get the forceps out.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure she's past her 8 days, but yeah, no, she just recently had a child too. It's kind of funny.
Like, well, and there were articles, and there, like, people were saying that I had a boy, and I wish I aborted them.
Oh my God! If that kid sees that article, oh my God! Like, if I saw like my mom or dad say something like that, I would be heartbroken. Like, you want to talk about damaging? Okay, that would be beyond damaging.
Yeah.
That's so
no,
gross.
you. There's tons of people that did that, and again, this is such a disingenuous, such a bastardization of what's going on here. Like, again, it's the idea of personal responsibility. Like, can you not be responsible? Like, hey, bitch, shut your fucking legs. Hey, maybe don't sell out all of fucking Dyson by, because you're just a whore. You're just a fucking whore.
See, what I find funny is, okay, you have people where like, people in your life, what side of the fence that they're on, whether they're, say, right, whether they're left. Like, you know where they are. And yet you can still somehow come to some sort of middle ground or agreement or agree on things, or just, okay, I'm just not going to say anything around this person because really, is it worth it? No. But then you have, so even if, say, one of my best friends was on the opposite side of me, okay, well, we still have other things in common, But when you start hearing singers, entertainers, actors, actresses, and stuff like that up there, like, I don't know, ranting and protesting and stuff like that, it's just very like, okay, well, I did like you. And the thing is, like, you could have been on that side of things and I'd be okay with that. But the fact of how you're acting right now, you sound ridiculous.
Yeah, just like, and again, if I'm wrong on something, and this dumb motherfucker, terrorism is a charge in Canada. But again, you're seeing a very different, like, almost like a vehement, like, like support. Like they're saying, hey, you know, again, hands off my uterus. Well, but like the government is literally saying, hey, federally, we don't have a decision in this. Go to your elected officials, petition them, elect them. If you want to change it, if you're right on pro-life or pro-choice, make your fucking argument. Because you know what, Nick Rekieta, he said it perfectly. If you're pro-life or pro-choice, you know you're right, and you know that the majority of people agree with you. So make your argument. That was such a perfect way of saying it. You know you're right, so then do it.
Well, then that's the thing. That is the steps that you take to do it. You don't do some dumb shit like you're doing right now, where you block off freeways, where you start. And see, what is mind-boggling to me is them like literally setting fire to women's clinics. They're vandalizing them, stuff like that. What is this doing? Like how is this proving your point? You're literally not only apparently you're angry at the fact that you can't have an abortion anymore. Well, now you just took away other women being able to get any sort of care, any sort of help with their pregnancy, any sort of testing, ultrasounds, whatever it may be. Like you're literally taking that away from them. So then they have nothing. What, just to prove your point that there's lots of women that are going to end up dying. So you're going to let other women die, not from abortions, but not from getting the proper care, just to prove your point like PETA does? Okay.
It's because it's not about the truth. It's about, do the ends justify the means? I think, who was it that said it? Oh my God, what was the Goebbels guy from Nazi Germany? Goebbels? But he had said something to the effect of with regards to truth. And unfortunately, I don't remember the. Let's see. Joseph Goebbels. That's it. That's it. What did he say with regards? Well, yeah, I guess there's this. If you repeat a lie enough, people will believe it, and you will even come to believe it yourself. Sound familiar? Oh, where is it? Regarding truth is propaganda. Those who are to be persuaded by it should be completely immersed in the ideas of the propaganda, without ever noticing that they are being immersed in it. Every item of news should be published. Rather, must those who control news policies endeavor to make every item of news serve a certain purpose, as in push a narrative. Crap, I can't find it. With I remember hearing about. But it's just there is no truth but power. The ends justify the means. So, yeah, you know what? People will die, but because there's the idea of sunshine on the other side. Well, I'm sorry that we need to do that. Fuck. Pause it.
That's hot.
All right, I've been trying to find this quote, and I can't find it for the life of me, and I don't want to sit here for half an hour trying to find it. I'm normally. But you know what? Sorry, Halsey. I unfortunately, I guess you weren't aborted. Like shit. But men are gonna make. We're gonna repeal same-sex laws. Nah, get out. Marriage laws. Nah, get out. Right? That's what we're doing here. We gotta maintain that white race. Keep that pure blood, right? Am I right, fellow liberal?
How dare you want to save lives? I mean,
I just personally, I don't give like, I don't really care. Now, hold on. I mean, like, I don't care what individuals do. I don't think the government should have a place in what individuals do, period. As long as you're not hurting anyone. And I know, oh, that's pretty extreme, isn't it? What about incest? You know what? I think at some point, I think we do have like kind of a moral thing. You know, a moral thing that kind of kicks in. But if it's two consenting adults, I don't care. But it's when you go, oh, you know what? Accept me, recognize me. You just want to kill women. You just want to kill. Why won't you let me kill babies? Why won't you just let me? No, I'm talking about.
We're horrible
people. If the argument is, if you say that you're a liberal, if you say that, hey, you know what, I'm fighting for individual rights and da da da. All I'm saying is like that child, Roe v. Wade is the only law in the U.S. that specifically ignores personal choice. That's the big thing that's going on here. Roe v. Wade literally ignores a person's right to choose. That's what's going on.
Wow. See, I don't know. I think there are so many people, like there are so many different states out there that are still offering abortions up to a certain length of time. There are still states that still offer it up to and including and after birth. And there's even other states who have literally said, like, you can come down here, we'll do it for you. Like, even if you're not from here, we'll do it. So the thing is, I don't understand where so much of this hatred and everything is going for. Okay, so the government is saying, okay, well, we're no longer going to think that it's going to be like a constitutional right, nor are we going to be putting our foot into this. I think it's up to the states to decide. Okay. So maybe before, like there's so many riots and protests that are going on in places that are still allowing it, which just makes no sense to me. Like it just, to me, shows the idiocy. It's like, okay, you think you know what's going on. You're protesting this, but yet people are sitting there looking at you going, dude, you can still go get an abortion here.
Yeah.
Like, what are you complaining about? But it's everybody has to complain about something. Everybody has to have their voice heard. And it's just, it's ridiculous. Then it's like, oh, shit. Okay, well, if they still offer it here, oh, shit. Okay. I'm protesting for that person then. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna burn down that emergency pregnancy clinic. I'm gonna burn it down so that you understand that you have a choice. Like, well, but I want the baby. Do you? Right? Did you check out what gender it is? What skin color is it? Because we don't need any more whites in the world. We also don't want any more of those dumb blacks
or men. We
like
yeah.
Because you know that's how what are you gonna scissor yourself into a new fucking age?
Yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be beautiful. We're just gonna have men who are just like tied up, and we're just going to like milk them like cows, but we're gonna use other things, and then we're gonna turkey baste ourselves. I'm just gonna have you guys on standby, but then it's gonna be almost like a polygamous relationship. That guy who had like 75 wives, and they all had the same sperm, so all their kids were related. It's gonna be just like that. But you don't have to worry about inbreeding.
No, you're not. No, you're not allowed. If you hate men, and I've said this about lesbians, you've made your choice. No dildos. No, sorry. No turkey basters. No nothing. Artificial insemination. Get fucked. Get fucked. No, men are coming back. Men are coming back. You know what? The U.S. overturned Roe v. Wade. All right. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're also gonna remove women's rights. We're gonna tell the blacks, hey, so you know what? Sorry, back to the 1800s with slavery. That's what's going on here.
Apparently the end of the world is coming just because of this whole thing. But you know what? You're not going to have a choice because you're going to be freaking roped up and gagged and stuff. We're not going to listen to you anyway. You're just a stupid white man. Well, I know you're not white, but we're just going to go with that.
For all intents and purposes, I'm white as fuck.
Yeah, you're white adjacent.
All
remember?
Right. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for taking the time out to sit with us and listen to some shit that we got to say about the craziness going on in the world today. Don't forget you can check us out in all the places listed in the description box below, along with our receipts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, hope you have a great evening. Hopefully you go see some fireworks someplace and celebrate Canada Day, because it's Canada Day. And tell everybody else who tries to say that it's not Canada Day to fuck off. Yeah. Stand up for Canada. Yeah. Anyway.
We're celebrating our fucking country. We're celebrating it. You know what? Bruises, fat folds, lost hair, and all. I'm celebrating it all. You know what? Yeah, we fucked up. And you know what? I'm proud that we fucked up, because that shows that we can still make improvements. Oh, now right now we're slipping backwards. But the sooner Justin Trudeau gets out,
the sooner we can get Canada back.
you know what? I'll say this. I really do like Roman Baber. Really like him. He's been walking the walk from day one. Pierre, nope, hasn't said a fucking word. It wasn't until O'Toole got removed did he finally say, you know what? Yeah. I think once he knew that O'Toole was getting axed, like he was leaving the Conservative or leadership, I think that's when Pierre was finally like, okay, now I can actually talk. But Roman, from day one, said, no, what's going on here is bullshit. So I don't know. I like Pierre, but the more I think about it, it's like, man.
I don't know anything about the other guy. I've only heard stuff from Pierre. So as of right now, my vote's with him. But anyway, again, have a fantastic day. Enjoy your day off for anybody who gets the day off in Canada Day. And we will catch you again tomorrow. See you then. Bye.